booster table stiffened after the meet director asked who forwarded the volunteer email. I did not know children's gymnastics came with this much adult politics until my daughter made the silver team. Before that, I thought meets were chalk, ponytails, applause, and long waits for scores. I did not know there was a second machine under the sport. Booster board, hospitality room, admissions table, lineup moms, coach gifts. My daughter Reese is 11. My ex-husband Colin contributes money when chased and support when convenient, so most of the parent work lands on me. The parent who ran our team ecosystem was Janelle, the booster president. She had the polished tone that makes unfair instructions sound reasonable. She said things like, "We all want what's fair for the girls," then handed out jobs in a way that left her friends near the action, while newer parents got cleanup. Janelle sent a volunteer sign-up email for the home invitational. There were slots for admissions, score runner, hospitality, athlete lineup, and floor music backup. I signed up for hospitality because I could still watch Reese between rotations. 2 days later, my name had been moved to teardown and parking lot cleanup. No note, no explanation, just moved. I emailed Janelle and asked if it was a mistake. She replied, "We had to prioritize experienced parents in athlete-adjacent roles. Thank you for being flexible." Experienced parents. I had been at that gym 2 years. A week later, I learned one of the experienced parents placed into hospitality was Allison, whose daughter had joined the team 4 months earlier, and who also carpooled with Janelle. That irritated me enough to keep the email. I probably still would have let it go if Reese had not asked why I was always the one cleaning after meets while the fun moms got to sit by the judges. The home invitational was chaos. I was setting out bagels when I heard Janelle telling Karen that volunteer positions had been assigned strictly by seniority and certification. Later, near the booster table, another parent said she had wanted hospitality, but was told those spots were locked months ago. Allison laughed and said, "Janelle has a system." The email thread was still on my phone. I forwarded the original sign-up thread, with timestamps, to Karen and wrote, "Sharing because there seems to be confusion about how volunteer roles were assigned." Right before beam warm-ups, Karen walked to the booster table where Janelle, Allison, and 2 other moms were sorting wristbands. I was pretending to organize granola bars. Karen held up a printed page and asked, "Who forwarded the volunteer email thread?" Nobody answered. The table stiffened. Papers stopped moving. Allison looked at Janelle first, which told me enough. Janelle said there had to be some misunderstanding because roles were always assigned based on operational need. Karen asked why signups had been changed after submission without notation, and why athlete floor positions were described to some parents as seniority-based and to others as closed. Then Allison made it worse. She said, "I only took hospitality because Janelle told me they needed one of us there." One of us. Karen looked at her, then back at Janelle. One of who? Nobody answered that either. Karen said all championship season volunteer roles would now go through the gym office with visible timestamps and no parent side edits. Reese hit her beam routine that afternoon and placed 3rd. On the drive home, she asked why Janelle barely spoke to me after awards. She said, "Was it because of the cleaning thing?" That made me feel justified and a little sick. Because yes, in some humiliating way, it was. Colin called later and asked whether I had been involved in booster drama. I said only in the sense that I can read timestamps. Janelle is still around. But she does not run the table the same way anymore. The assignments come from the gym office now. Sometimes that is all exposure changes. It just stops people from whispering the rules to their friends first.